Alright, test number 3. We're starting with the beginner's guide over here. The beginner's guide. This is a good-ass game. Narration. That's the whole game, though. The whole game is narration. Do you want to just have, like, a completely, like, a silent movie type game? Just no dialogue? Like, why can you turn the narration off? Sorry, I was going on a tangent. I'm gonna start the game. You know what? I'm gonna mute it just because of that one.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
This is real shit that happened.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. He then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever.
That's how I am with my music projects.
And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Isn't Coda the name of that little bear from Brother Bear? There's Kenai and Coda. That's what I think of when I hear Coda. And then there's the music Coda. The Coda symbol.
Oh! This game is called Escape from Whisper.
Okay.
And it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Very generic. Can't even go. Can't even go. Can't even go. Okay. Bit bam, bit bam. Bit bam, bit bam, bit.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
That's crazy. Oh god, it's a maze!
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Okay.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all.
Oh, someone else is in this game.
That beam is powering the Whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Just throw myself into the beam, like jump into it. Yeah! Fuck!
Let me pause here for a second.
I'm sideways!
What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh, okay. Throw myself in again. Yeah! Oh. Okay, I'm above. I have ascended. I am ascended!
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system.